evening and go ahead and remain standing.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in saluting
Hi.
this great country in which we live by rising for the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Brandon High School Band under the direction of Mr. Matt Pagel. Welcome, family, friends, staff, board members, distinguished guests, and most importantly, you, the class of 2017. You know, I have to be honest with you, my hair wasn't gray this morning when I woke up. One of the most strenuous things that I think I have ever done as a principal was watching the weather maps all day today. Hopefully the weather holds out for our seniors and for all of you. The plan is to stay out here, even if we do endure a few sprinkles now and then. However, please allow me to go over a few protocols with you just in the event that weather does turn severe. In the event of lightning or thunder, by Michigan MHSAA statute, we must evacuate the stadium. In that event, we will open both the cafeteria and auxiliary gymnasium for you to go into, or you may go to your vehicles. But the stands and stadium must be evacuated if that happens. It will stay evacuated for 30 minutes from the last sign of lightning or thunder. Hopefully the weather will stay great for all of us. As the principal of Brandon High School, I am honored to be here today with you to celebrate this amazing accomplishment. Without everyone present here on this beautiful day, the endeavors, goals, and dreams of the young people before us would never be realized. Audience members, we ask you to please hold your enthusiasm towards the graduates to applause only at the appropriate times. Also, we ask that you do not attempt to come forward to take pictures. We do have a professional photographer who will be capturing those special moments for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation and respect for all of our students and their families. Before we get started, I would like to recognize a few people that without them, this day would definitely not be possible. First, my secretary Nancy Deary, who was the driving force behind organizing this day, doing the decorations and all the behind-the-scenes work that needs to be done to make a day like today possible. Can we give Nancy a round of applause? As you walked in today, you get to see the beautiful grounds that surround us. We're so lucky here at Brandon to have these beautiful grounds. So thank you to Mark Evans, Kurt Allen, Todd Hubbard, Mark Cole, and the amazing maintenance staff we have here at BHS. Let's give them a round of applause. You all worked so hard for this day to be a reality. Lastly, to student Skylar Koshin, who had the vision and the tenacity to make graduation happen this year here on the Brandon Blackhawk football field. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the President of the Brandon Board of Education, Mr. Kevin McClellan, who will introduce our stage guests.
So you got to adjust this a little break. Okay, I'm going to announce all of our guests this evening. When I announce your name, please stand up, be recognized. If I could, hold all the applause until after everybody has been announced. First of all, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Matt Outlaw. Our Board of Education Secretary, Diane Salter. Our Board of Education Treasurer, Deborah Brady. Board of Education Trustee, John Chartier. Board of Education Trustee, Marianne Dwyer. Board of Education Trustee, Robert Eisminger. Our District Curriculum Director, Christy Spann. Our Director of Special Education, Diane Sedan. Our Athletic Director, Chris Dinas. Our high school principal, who you've met already this evening, Mr. Dan Stevens. Our high school assistant principal, Dave Wyatt. Our keynote speaker this evening, Matt Prevost. Our high school counselors, Jessica Stone and Mike Brennan. Our middle school principal, Mike Tucker. Fletcher Intermediate Principal, Andy Phillips. Harvey Swanson Elementary Principal, Bill Renner. High School Science Teacher, Science Department Chair, and National Honor Society Co-Advisor, Tammy Maroli. High School Math Teacher, Tanya Yoder. High School English Teacher, Gwen Stein. High School French Teacher, Kelly Sawyer. High School Art Teacher, Jamie Slott. High School Art Teacher, Jennifer Bland. Middle School Teacher, Jason Sheldon. High School Math Teacher and Math Department Chairperson, Tina Baldwin. High School Spanish Teacher and Freshman Senior Co-Advisor, Elise Rosengren. High School Science Teacher and Freshman Senior Co-Advisor, Cassandra Pfaff. Oakwood Elementary Teacher, Shelley Shantz. Fletcher Intermediate School Teacher, Rebecca Colbert. Fletcher Intermediate School Teacher, Christine Borg. Fletcher Intermediate School Teacher, Tammy Newton. Harvey Swanson Elementary Teacher, Jenny Gieselman. Middle School Teacher, Laura Fry. High School Teacher, Pauline Bandlow. High School Special Education Teacher and Special Education Department Chair, Tom Tomich. High School English Teacher, Kristen Kelsey. High School Science Teacher, Nicole Frazier. High School Math Teacher, Leslie Hildebrand. High School Science Teacher, Lisa Rajewski. High School English Teacher and English Department Chair, Jeff Hughes. High School Math Teacher Chair and National Honor Society Co-Advisor, Katie Smith. High School Science Teacher, Michael Schlitt. High School English Teacher, Nate Odinga. High School Social Studies Teacher and Social Studies Department Chair, Tim Pizzala. High School Vocal Director, Brittany Miller. And our High School Band Director, Matt Pagel. And now for our keynote speaker this evening, Mr. Matt Prevost.
He's next. You don't want to hear from me. I know you want to hear from Mr. Prevost. I don't blame you. Thank you, Mr. McClellan, for those wonderful introductions. Before I do turn it over to our keynote speaker tonight, I would like to take a minute to highlight our graduates' overall academic successes and address the class of 2017. Before you today sit some of the most amazing students both in and out of the classroom, partly because of their efforts. The U.S. News and World Report has ranked Brandon High School within the top 6% of all high schools in the whole state of Michigan. This also ranks BHS in the top 17% of all high schools in the entire country. Will all students wearing a gold cord please stand and remain standing? These students have reached summa cum laude status, earning a cumulative GPA of 3.9 and above over the course of their 4 years at Brandon High School. Go ahead and stay standing. Will all students wearing a silver cord please stand and remain standing? These students have reached magna cum laude status, earning a 3.7 to 3.89 GPA. Will all students wearing a bronze cord please stand? These students have reached cum laude status, earning a 3.5 to a 3.69 GPA. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the high academic achievers from Brandon High School for the class of 2017. Go ahead and have a seat. Parents, we finally made it. After 18 years of life and 13 years of formal education, we now sit here ready to send our babies out into the real world. If that didn't make any of us feel old, then consider that this is the last class that was born in the 1990s or the 1900s at all. Looking back on my educational career of 20 years, the year 2013 stands out as one that I may cherish most. That year, the 250 of you standing before me and myself joined the Black Hawk family. Since then, we have spent 728 days together, equaling over 5,460 hours. We have come to know each other. Many of us have struggled together. We have won athletic championships together, and we challenged ourselves like no other. And together, you have reached the pinnacle of your high school endeavors. Having been with you for 4 years of your life, I think that I played a small part of shaping who you become on this roller coaster of a ride that you all have been on. After 4 years, I feel more than just your principal, and because of that, I struggle letting you go. With your parents, I have had the opportunity to witness some great events in your life. From the first day of high school, to getting your driver's license, from taking the SAT test, to filling out college applications, and from that first boyfriend to getting your first heart broken. Now we are on the verge of another milestone, only this one involves great change. This one isn't just about growing up, it's about being a grown-up. Graduation says, okay world, I'm ready. I'm ready for a change and I'm ready to show you what I got. It's time to spread my wings and fly. A few nights ago, my daughter, Maddie, who was 12 years old, asked me what was wrong as I lied on the couch staring off into space. I told her that I was struggling with what to say to the class of 2017 on graduation day. Within about 45 minutes, she wrote 3 pages that she proudly recited to me as I ready to fall asleep. As I leave with you some final words, I want to quote my daughter in the speech that she recited to me. She says, "There are many decisions in life and turns that go in every direction. But remember, we all started in the same place just 4 years back in 2013. The first adventure leading to thousands of more to come. The journey through everything, through life. Yes, there will be bumps in the roads and cars in the ditches, but there's always a way to get out. It may take minutes, weeks, or months, or maybe even years, but eventually you will succeed. Through the best and the worst, you will make it. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. Not bad advice from a 12-year-old. Good luck, class of 2017. You will be missed. Go out into the real world and soar. Graduates, as chosen by you, I present your keynote speaker for today's ceremony, teacher, Mr. Matt Prevost.
I feel bad. It's starting to rain and I have this long speech. Do you want the whole thing or the shortened version? Okay. All right. Well, first, I want to thank those of you that chose to hear me address you at this big turning point in your lives. It will certainly be a big event in my personal history. I don't think I'm ever going to talk in front of this many people ever again. But I'm honored to do so, especially for this class, the class of 2017, because I've taught for a decade, and I'm speaking from the heart right now. I've never had a class that I've liked as much as you guys. So many of you are so smart, you've been so engaged, and a lot of you have helped me take my thoughts to a place, as many of you I like to refer to as enlightenment. But you've helped me along my way, and it's just really special. So I simply feel blessed to have been a part of it. So thank you, and actually your class is the reason why I agreed to overcome my intense fear of speaking in front of people and stand here before you today. And I'm not joking, my heart's going 1,000 miles an hour. So, now because of the weight of the occasion, this is likely the last time that I'll probably see most of you in your entire life. I really struggled to kind of narrow it down to what I'd like to talk to you about. What I really wanted to do was stand up here and say, you want happiness? Buy a boat. Peace. That's what I wanted to do, because it's worked so well for me, but I knew it probably wouldn't be appropriate, although I kind of just got away with it. So eventually, after some thought, the following lesson of a very wise teacher came to mind, of which I'm sure some of you are probably familiar. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own? In other words, what issue do we share, and what wisdom can we gain from it? I didn't want to stand up here as some all-knowing teacher and tell you what to do and how to live your life and how to find happiness. So what in the world does an old sea dog, that's how I'm referring to myself nowadays, have in common with generation like? That's how the world's starting to refer to you, with the phones and everything. So it came to me, we do have something in common, Twitter. Yes, I said Twitter. So rather more of how the culture created by social media in general can affect us, can affect our happiness as it becomes a greater part of our life. So that's where I'm going. So my story into social media, or my venture into social media rather, began about 2 years ago when, in order to keep up with the teenagers, I opened a Twitter account, which was no small feat considering I didn't even have a cell phone at the time. And then I proceeded to tweet what I thought to be enlightening words of wisdom or funny quotes, when I began finding out that not everybody thought my words of wisdom were so wise or my sense of humor so funny. I found myself in a weird place. I'm a married 30-something with 3 beautiful kids up there. I felt embarrassed, kind of stupid, maybe even a little bit lonely, which is odd. My first response was to delete a tweet that no one liked. Have any of you ever done this? Yes, okay. I then began engaging less with the app in order to avoid the feeling altogether, but I remember a conversation with my wife that went something like this. Man, I am glad they didn't have this kind of stuff when I was young, because it would have killed me. And sadly, actually, for some kids in your generation, it actually has. So this issue, this culture, caring so much about likes, doing things solely for the purpose of pleasing others, letting other people negatively affect your own consciousness, which is what we've got, your consciousness. That's what I want to talk about today, both for you and for me. But in order to make this point, I'm going to go back to that wise teacher whom I alluded to earlier and follow his lead by making my point through the telling of a story or a parable, as he did. For me, naturally, one story came to mind. Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea. Now to you, I know this may seem to be an odd mix, Twitter and the Old Man and the Sea, but this effectively sums up my experience, and I hope that it will offer some context and perspective, as it does for me. So the story goes something like this. There was an old man who lived down by the sea in a small wooden shack. He spent most of his life fishing for marlin out in the Gulf Stream, but had gone the past 84 days without a catch. Now this was not for lack of skill or knowledge of the sea, for which the old man had plenty. It was mostly due to the fact that he had pushed himself to go increasingly farther and fish deeper than any other fisherman would dare in search of that one monster fish. By this point, the other fishermen in the village began to doubt the old man. The younger ones made fun of him. The older ones mostly pitied him. But he trusted himself, and he knew that his bad luck could not last forever. So on the early morning of the 85th day, he loaded his gear into a small skiff, rowed out even farther than he ever had before, dropped his lines deeper than he ever had before, and he fished for most of the day with no luck. And just about when he began to doubt himself, as the other fishermen did, it hit. By the pull on the line and the rocking of the skiff, he knew right away this was a fish like no other. What happens next is an epic battle between man and fish that lasted 3 days. Due to exhaustion, nearly cost the old man his life, but did succeed in taking most of the skin from his hands. But by using all the tricks of the sea that he had learned from a lifetime spent on her, he won the battle and finally caught his first glimpse of this beautiful marlin. Now, being all of 18 feet long, the fish could not fit into the old man's skiff. So he fastened it to the side, and after taking a moment to soak in the victory, began to head back into port. Now this is when the story takes a tragic turn. For as when the old man began making his way home, he felt a large thud on the bottom of the skiff. Then another, and then another. His heart sank, for he knew what it was. He peered over the boat's side to see a school of sharks feasting on his catch. He was able to fight a few of them off with a gaff, but ultimately it was of no use. So he sailed home to the thuds and splashing of a feeding frenzy. So ultimately, the story ends in an uneasy mix of triumph and tragedy. He had done it. He could have listened to the other fishermen and stayed close to shore for the sure catch, but he didn't, and he hooked the largest fish of his life. Yet, he returned home with merely bones. So some view this end as a tragedy, but in my mind, he had put himself out there, he went beyond the norm, and he had the experience of a lifetime, even if others wouldn't see it that way. So beyond connecting this story to social media and getting beyond the fear of your words not being accepted by your peers, this is what I wonder. I wonder how many great life experiences the like generation will miss out on for the sake of being liked, or sake of being liked. I know that I'm working on it, and this is another reason why I'm battling my fears of standing here before you today. I could have said no. I almost did. I wanted to. Yet here I am, experiencing something I'll probably never experience again. I would like to conclude by celebrating with you as you begin the next period of your life, but the history teacher in me just can't resist one last lesson. I want you to take a moment right now and be mindful of the feeling, other than I hope this guy would stop talking, but I want you to be mindful of the feeling that you have right now in your gut and in your heart and in your head. The excitement of finally being done. No more assignments, no more bells, no more classes that don't interest you. Maybe a little bit of nervousness for what may lay ahead. But what you're feeling is actually a very beautiful thing. It's called liberty, freedom. I think the best political and historical lessons are learned through life experience. And this is one of those teachable moments. People don't want to be told what to do all the time. So if you apply this feeling to your understanding of society around you, politics, economics, I think you'll gain some real knowledge. Okay, I'm done. Congratulations, you're almost free, you're almost free.
One more time for Mr. Prevost. Ladies and gentlemen, as they sang the national anthem earlier, I would like to invite our amazing choir students up to sing Over the Rainbow with choral student Leanne Roman on the ukulele under the direction of Mrs. Brittany Miller. Wow, what an amazing choir we have at VHS. One more time for the choir. At this time, before we have a couple more speeches, I would like to invite all senior VHS band students to join the band. As you were able to witness earlier, we have many outstanding students graduating from Brandon High School. I would now like to present to you the salutatorians and valedictorian for the class of 2017, who would like to address their fellow classmates. Salutatorians Samantha Brasileri, Sydney Hickmott, and Devin Ryan, and valedictorian Nolan Tews. Will you please come up and join me at the podium?
Good evening. I want to start by giving thanks to the administrators, my classmates, friends, and most importantly, my family. Each and every one of you have played a major role in my academic success, and for that I'm forever grateful. When I was a freshman and I looked at the seniors then, it seemed like there was a lifetime between us. That lifetime went by extremely fast, but in it we've had a lot of common experiences. From sailing the pool in cardboard boats, to chasing each other around with squirt guns, to being enlightened by our one and only Mr. Prevost. Those experiences have brought us closer. Now we're here on graduation day, our last common experience together. What comes next is different for all of us, but we are ready for it. Our administrators, classmates, friends, and family have prepared us to branch out and live the lives that we want to. But we better live them up because we only have a lifetime to do it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sydney, and I just want to first thank everyone so much for coming out tonight to watch us graduate and bearing through the rain. Michigan weather is definitely showing up tonight. We had clear skies and sun Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it's all good. We're still graduating, and I think that's all we care about. I know for one that I'm really proud to be graduating in this class, and I hope you guys feel the same. I think this class is one of the most unique classes to come through Brandon in a long time, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. We've all heard so many teachers say that we were their favorite class to have, and we just heard Mr. Prevost say it again. And honestly, it's not hard to believe. You guys, okay, where am I? You guys are funny, smart, creative, kind, inclusive, easygoing, and overall just the coolest people I know. You've made 13 years of school great, but this last year, senior year, you have made more fun than I ever imagined it would be. From going to B-dubs after every football game and getting kicked out sometimes for being too rowdy, to going to Ken's after a half day and basically eating with every teacher from our school. Having water wars the very last 2 weeks of high school, and in the process ruining every friendship that we've made over the past 13 years because no one knows who got hit first. Walking into every football game and hearing kids from our grade finally leading the student section. Wally and Isaac, you guys did good. Oh, and of course, bringing the banana chant to VHS, which will undoubtedly go down as my favorite. The homecoming pep rally, where our class won tug of war, but we do that every year, so. This year's play, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, which was absolutely hilarious. Going to a boys or girls soccer game and hearing fan love as soon as you pull up. I mean, I know our soccer teams are pretty good, but I think fan love deserves a little bit of credit. And lastly, look where we're at right now. Brandon hasn't had a commencement ceremony at our own high school in a long time. And on top of that, we've never had a class to graduate on this very field. So as we often say that we're the guinea pig grade, we have to do everything for the first time. It looks like we're going to end that way too, which is actually really cool. And on that note, a big thank you to Skylar Cochin for putting in so much work to make this happen. High school was a lot of fun, but from what I've heard, the best is yet to come. Don't let the world change you, because you guys are the best people I know. As many times as we probably all heard it before, life really is short, and there's no reason to waste time not enjoying it. Lastly, I'd like to sincerely thank the teachers and administration, all the way from the elementaries to the high school. You've made our educational experience beyond great, and personally, I could never thank you enough. Also, a huge thank you to our families and our community. Without our parents, families, coaches, or any other person who has supported us along the way, graduating today would have been much more difficult. Brandon is a special place, one that is inclusive of everyone, and one that we know will always welcome us home with open arms. So thank you for that. And then I do have one special congratulations for our valedictorian and one of my best friends, Nolan Tews. It's been a fun time growing up with you and competing with you in every class and every test, but in the end, you got me. Although, you know what they say, first the worst, second the best. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2017. We're out of here.
Good evening. I'd like to begin by thanking the staff and administration of Brandon High School. You guys have done a lot for us students, and even though it might not seem like it all the time, we appreciate you guys. I'd also like to congratulate the class of 2017. Well, here we are. After 4 years, a very long 4 years, we've made it to the end. That's what commencements are, right? The end? The end of what we've been working toward the last 12 years? I don't know how many times I've been told during high school that I'm living the time of my life and that these years are the best of my life. I'm sorry, high school was a ton of fun and all, but these years are not meant to be the best of our lives. All the glory and greatness lies in what is ahead of us, not what is behind us. Think about it. No one wants to be remembered as that kid that peaked in high school. The years ahead of us will be full of new things, places, and people. Unless you're going to Western Michigan University, then you're out of luck. Same people. Row the boat. As we move into the future, wherever and whatever that may be, we have a very tough task ahead of us. We have to figure out what the heck we want to do with our lives. Some of us think we have it figured out. I know I did. But then my mom told me it's impossible to make a living being a beachbum at Holly Rec. Now I have no clue what I want to do. Thanks, Mom. Finding your calling and where you belong in this world is not an easy thing to do. Let me share a statistic with all you. Around 80% of college students will change their major at least once before graduating. And yes, Miss Logan, that's a real statistic. 80% is a lot. Just ask any student that took AP Calc, they'd have gladly taken an 80% in some of Miss B's tests. But that's okay. We don't have to know what we want to do with our lives right now. That's what the next chapter of our lives is all about. We need to figure out what we love and what we are good at before we choose a career path. You never know if you're be good at something or love it until you try it. I always think of when I began through the long jump in track and field. It was sophomore year and we had no long jumpers on the team. I knew my mom had done it when she was in high school, so I figured it couldn't be that hard. What happened next is still under debate. Coach Donners will tell you that it was his idea that I try the long jump, but I clearly remember asking him if I could do it. Well, anyways, I started the long jump, but I actually really liked it. At first, I was not good. I could never hit the board. I never won any meets. It was rough. I know at Flushing, I almost tripped and hit my head in the cement, so that was rough. But I stuck with it, and 2 years later, I would end up taking 7th at the state finals, which was a big thing for me. And I did it wearing my Captain America socks. If I had never tried long jumping, I would have never figured out that I was good at it. We need to look at our futures the same way. In order to find your calling, you need to try new things. We need to put ourselves out there and take risks. We must be comfortable being uncomfortable. It sounds simple, but think about it. When's the last time you've tried doing something you've never done before? I think oftentimes we are too afraid to fail. This might sound weird coming from me, but there is nothing wrong with trying something new and failing. Albert Einstein once said, failure is success in progress. Whatever you end up doing after high school, make sure you end up doing what you love. It's much easier to commit to something that you care about than something you don't. Let's go back to the word commencements for a minute. So are commencements the end? Not quite. If you look at the word commencement, it can be defined as a beginning or start. Guys, commencements are not the end, it's just the beginning of the rest of our lives. Thank you and congrats.
Thank you, Nolan, Samantha, Sydney, and Devin. I once again present to you the Brandon High School Band, who will be performing Homeward Bound. Senior band members, go ahead and back to your seats. While we're waiting for them, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Brandon High School Band. The time that we've all been waiting for. At this time, I would ask the Brandon Board of Education and Superintendent Dr. Outlaw to assist us in handing out the diplomas to the class of 2017.
James Arthur Gonzalez. Isaac Osees De Jose. Brennan Scott Swicks. Nolan Michael Tews. Samantha Rose Bracciolari. Devin Mackenzie Ryan. Caitlin Elizabeth Copenhagen. Monet Sakata. Katrine Toole Sorensen. Catherine Ann O'Neill. Alan John O'Neill. Lauren Marie Zajac. Cora Ray Paul. Carson Elizabeth McClellan. Jensen Michelle Derry. Katie Ann Marie Roush. Sydney K. Hickmott. Kevin Patrick Bickett. Mitchell Wayne Mahan. Jack Edward Olson. Ethan David Hunt. Joshua Robert Buda. Michael Aaron Allen. Brendan Patrick O'Shea. Jeremy Quentin Pastore. Spencer John Jansen. Jaden Ray Gullidge. Zachary Joseph Bunting. Caden Joshua Sands. Caitlin Marie Shireen. Caitlin Nicole Schilling. Dana Therese Gale. Madison Nicole Smith. Lauren Elise Squire. Riley Elizabeth Riddle. Mackenzie Lee Parsons. Chelsea Adriana Cooks. Brianna Monet Sparrow. Margaret Simone Wright Madden. Morgan Lynn Zardis. Emma Karen Moriarty. Evan Joseph Toutant. Jared Allen Clanky. Zachary Robert Clements. Travis Brian Adams. Dusty Douglas Dickens. Randall Scott Hutchison. Wade Arliss Wilson. Latanza Najee Lewis. Colin Lee Perrin. Danielle Louise Prawl. Lauren Amber Gregorite. Micaiah Jade Tuttle. Sarah Elizabeth Vandenbosch. Emily Elizabeth Curry. Aspen Raquel Robinson. David Aaron McClintock. Amber Lou Miller. Sarah Renee Ortwine. Seth Franklin Waterbury. Julian Giangrande. Samantha Danielle Trammell. Grace Elizabeth Morse. Zane Richard Soper. James Daniel Brady. Vincent Daniel Campanani. Joseph Michael Hranek. Trevor Ian Forsyth, Austin David Clayton, Isaiah Alexander Roman, Marcus McPherson Bua, Brandon Michael Toth, Deanne Nicole Dwyer, Adam Jeffrey Deal, Jessica Marie Heidish, Matthew James Smith, Hunter Thomas Jidis, Brett Thomas Hobson, Kyle Patrick Chisholm, Charles Brendan Moore, Nicolette Alexandria Sealbinder, Blake Randall Rowe, Courtney Mackenzie Rose, Waleed Yusuf Elshar, Bailey Marie Quick, Christina Lynn Quirk, Lily Elizabeth Stotes, Trent Michael Egan, Shane Jacob Foster, Harry Charles Goldwater, Jonathan Christopher Kepich, Jessica Marie Andrus, Mackenzie Allen Hine, Olivia Nicole Young, Cheyenne Elizabeth Wilton, Scott Anthony Vanek II, Alex Lanice Dunham, Casey Jean Hubble, Dylan Christopher Purdy, Caroline Grace Verdon, Andrea May Nolan, Katerina Elena Lesky, Aiden Patrick Coyne, Emily Sandra Coles, Autumn Lee Ferguson, Shannon Marie Blichak, Dominic Sean Coburn, Bethany Marie Baker, Kerrigan, Kathleen Florence Thomas. Hope, Vanessa Fajo. Ku Moi. Seth Tyler Jackson. Andrew Edward Yang. Thomas Michael Baudet Jr. Zachary Clay Span. Lillian Frances Marie Dupuy. Cheyenne Kylie Hawthorne. Hunter Alan Shantz. Keegan Rosalie Brown. Hunter Brian Schultz. Sarah Ann Elizabeth Buddha. Nicholas Joseph Patiglio. Avery Joseph Bills. Samantha Marie Barrel. Taggart Brooks Toki. Paige Nicole de Tavernier. Jessica Marie Almanza. Duarte Kidos Simone. Mateos Diaz. Carolina Pari. Sala Shinomiya. Brianna Darlene Atherton. Abigail Marie Amel. Jaron Daniel Lund. Nathan Donald Veras. Tyler Lee Walsh. Thomas Michael Roden II. Desiree Nicole Lesperance. Amanda Chang. Lorena Castillo. Catherine Nicole Mullen. Lily Lynn Bacon. Grace Margaret Hotchkiss. Carlos Angeles Jr. Cole Nathaniel Hawkins. Edward Andrew Vince. David Andrew Roberts. Kelly Marie Crowley. Brianna Alyssa MacArthur. Rachel Nicole Hendershot. Sarah Patricia Abbott. Xavier David Ortiz. Elena Marie St. Amour. Colleen Rebecca Dwyer. Nina Marie Lafata. Miranda Josephine Camp. Alessia Dane Fionda. Kira Ann Burkeen. Brady Stephen Hendershot. Zatali Itzel M. Gomez. Caroline Ann Wiederhold. Jordan Lynn Brady. Joseph Samuel Lobass. Jalen Harold Carroll. Kevin Eugene Pickett. Jalen Darnell Lee. Jaquavion Loran Lee. Justin Jarrell Lee. Colin Stephen Syerson. Dustin Blake Keel. Conrad Allen Allgaier. Kendall Parsons. Marissa Riley Bone. Alexis Marie Johnson. Savannah Elizabeth Short. Taylor Renee Arkilla. Gabrielle Marie Little. Crystal Renee Snow. Jamie Lee Sigler. Sky Angelita Julene Villarreal Koshin. Amare Zare Kittles. Paige Elizabeth Yerkes. Ryan James Tottingham. Alexis Ann Hendershot. Jenna Margaret Cooley. Travion Elijah Webb. Kamira Shani Davidson. Aaron Amari Benjamin. Ladesha M. Fry. Cheyenne Amir Stokes. Emily Ray Thomas. Jennifer Anne-Marie Shoemate. Caitlin Renee Shalal. Aaliyah Faith Swartz. Yer Mua. Alyssa Anna June Maddock. Paige Elizabeth O'Neill. Gabrielle Isabella Brower. Caitlin Jean Powell. Catherine Marie Wright. Rita Simone Vanek. Joshua William Eckert. Brian Sean Keene. Matthew Allen Flickinger. Adam Jordan Mickle. Samantha Carol Rose Metzger. Brendan Robert Vrabel. Harley Marcus Hawley. Adrian Alberto Gomez Melendez. Dylan Thomas Allen. Chelsea Lynn Campbell. Chloe Nicole Vandenbosch. Lauren Renee Donnellan. Jillian Grace Noonan. Jenna Rose Cornea. Emma Grace Hubbard. Natalie Michelle Halligan. Ryan Jacob Radlicki. Napasaluk Nipanan. Katie Lay. Honoka Cano.
While we are waiting for our graduates to finish with their pictures over here, one more time, let's hear it really loud for the class of 2017. Class of 2017. Seniors, will you please stand? Dr. Outlaw and the Board of Education, on behalf of the staff and administration of Brandon High School, it is my privilege to present to you the class of 2017 as having completed their requirements for graduation and their high school diploma. I therefore recommend them to be eligible for graduation.
I accept the recommendation, and on behalf of the Brandon Board of Education, do herewith proclaim the class of 2017 as graduates of Brandon High School. Will the graduates flip your tassels from the left and face the audience? Ladies and gentlemen,